very top focus at the moment. The Election Commission has rejected all allegations of EVM hacking in the Mumbai Northwest Lok Sabha seat, stating that the EVM is a foolproof standalone device with no provisions for communication. In a press conference, Returning Officer Vandana Suryavanshi has stated that voting machines do not require an OTP to function. This clarification comes after a report claimed that a relative of Shiv Sena candidate Ravindra Vaikar, who won the polls from Mumbai's Northwest by 48 votes, had a phone that unlocks an EVM. The returning officer has emphasized that the claims are a complete lie and were being spread by some leaders who are using to create a false narrative. My colleague Anand Singh joins us on the broadcast. Anand, over to you. Take our viewers through this fresh controversy that has erupted after the polls with regards to the EVMs.
Yeah, soon after the news report came that the mobile phone that one of the supporter relatives of Ravindra Vaikar was having with him that can unlock the EVMs. However, the poll panel yesterday it clarified that that EVM is a very separate unit and it cannot be connected with any of the devices like mobile phones, or through OTP it can be asked to operate. So these are the things that Election Commission has maintained, clarifying that the elections were not rigged, especially in the Northwest Mumbai seat where this question has arisen after the news report. And now, even after the news report came out, several of the opposition leaders came out hitting out at the Election Commission. And yesterday also we have seen how very senior noted lawyer and senior leader Kapil Sibal has hit out at the Election Commission, and he said that now FIR has been registered and all the opposition parties should take this issue very seriously of the EVMs. And even he questioned that the way in which the Election Commission, which is an constitutional body and institution, it should continue to work in a fair manner and a transparent manner. Whereas he also questioned that the way in which the role of the Election Commission and Chief Election Commissioner, especially in this regard, is concerned, they are not fair. So he questioned the Election Commission, the way in which it has been functioning, and he also urged the opposition parties to raise the issue in the upcoming session of the parliament so that this issue can be taken forward. However, we have seen on number of occasions that how the Election Commission has clarified that the EVMs cannot be hacked, and they had earlier also called all the political parties to show them how it cannot be hacked, and they also asked if they can hack the EVMs or not. So these are the things that have been going on for last few years. However, the Election Commission has maintained that EVMs cannot be hacked. Back to you, Pia.
Indeed, Anand, with that, I would like to thank you for joining us on the broadcast. But it seems that across borders, Elon Musk has also commented with regards to the electronic voting machines. He has stated that anything can be hacked. Meanwhile, Union Minister Rajiv Chandrasekhar has responded to him and has given a staunch rebuttal, stating that the EVMs in India are absolutely secure. Meanwhile, Kapil Sibal has also reacted to the debate with Elon Musk and has praised Rajiv Chandrasekhar's knowledge and has highlighted the Supreme Court's trust in the government and the Election Commission in particular. Kapil Sibal has opted to not comment any further, implying trust in the Supreme Court's decision on the matter. Let's first listen to him as well as several other political reactions.
तो समझ 48 वोट से जो कैंडिडेट हारे हैं वो ईवीएम से ताल्लुक नहीं रखता, वो जो इलेक्टोरल बैलेट पेपर के जो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक वोटिंग है उससे ताल्लुक रखता है, ठीक है ना। तो उसका ईवीएम से डायरेक्ट ताल्लुक नहीं है। और वो जो बैलेट सिस्टम अभी उन्होंने कहा है इलेक्ट्रॉनिक बैलेट सिस्टम, जिसके द्वारा जो वृद्ध लोग हैं वो 85 साल के ऊपर वो वोट भी कर सकते हैं, तो उससे लगभग हर असेंबली कंस्टिट्यूएंसीज में लगभग अगर 1000 वोट या 1500 वोट हो तो समझ लिए 10 असेंबली कंस्टिट्यूएंसी में कोई 10,000 वोट हो सकता है। तो उसमें मैनिपुलेशन हो सकती है इलेक्ट्रॉनिक बैलेट वोटिंग सिस्टम में, क्योंकि वो तो इलेक्ट्रॉनिकली कंट्रोल्ड रहता है। तो वो मामला ईवीएम से अलग है। तो ईवीएम की चर्चा तो मैं आकर करूंगा, मैं बाहर इस समय हूँ हिंदुस्तान के, आकर करूंगा कि वो तो मतलब कि अलग चर्चा है।
सब जानते हैं कि ईवीएम के साथ छेड़छाड़ नहीं हो सकती और उसको टैंपर नहीं किया जा सकता, उसको हैक नहीं किया जा सकता। ये स्टैंड अलोन मशीन्स हैं जिसमें एक चिप है, प्रोग्रामेबल चिप है। ये इंटरनेट के जरिए नहीं चलता, तो इसलिए हैकिंग संभव ही नहीं है। और देखिए, अगर मुझे देश के नागरिक होने के नाते किसी की बात को मानना है तो मैं इलॉन मस्क से ज्यादा अपने देश के सुप्रीम कोर्ट को और अपने देश की इलेक्शन कमीशन ऑफ इंडिया को मानूंगी। मैं मानूंगी ECIL को, वो कंपनी, या भारत इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स लिमिटेड को, जो मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एटॉमिक एनर्जी के तहत इस तरह की मशीन्स को बनाती आई है और 82 से जिसकी प्रैक्टिस चल रही है।
काउंटिंग सेंटर में मोबाइल फोन किसने लाने दिया, कैसे आया, उस मोबाइल फोन का उपयोग किस लिए किया जा रहा था, बाहर से संवाद रखा जा रहा था, बाहर के लोगों से बातचीत हो रही थी। जो उम्मीदवार विजयी घोषित किया गया है उसके नजदीकी रिश्तेदार थे। साथ ही में जो नई बात आई कि मोबाइल फोन का OTP जनरेट करने के लिए उपयोग होता है और उस OTP से इलेक्ट्रॉनिक वोटिंग मशीन खोले जाते हैं, ये सब नई बातें हैं। ये कहाँ से OTP वगैरह की बात आई थी? और साथ ही में इलेक्ट्रॉनिकली ट्रांसमिटेड वोटर सिस्टम, जो हमारे सर्विस वोटर्स है उनके लिए ये जो ETPBS करके जो सिस्टम प्रणाली है, इसका भी हमने पहले कभी जिक्र नहीं सुना था। तो कई सारी समस्याएं हल होती है। FIR की जो कॉपी है उसको प्रकट नहीं किया गया, उसको गुप्त रखा गया है।
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.